44-year-old Suzy Favor Hamilton, she's been in the Olympics. Unfortunately, she never medaled in the Olympics, but she was an Olympic runner. And recently, the Smoking Gun broke a story about how she was involved in this high-class escort service in Las Vegas. Now, it's an illegal business. In fact, they sent out a note to all of their Johns indicating that they have an overseas server. All of their information is very confidential. In the case that the company gets investigated, they will immediately delete everything, so no one has anything to worry about. So everyone knew that this was an illegal business, but 44-year-old Suzy Hamilton decided, you know what, I want to get involved in this because I'm going through a bit of a midlife crisis. I'm looking for a little fun. She didn't do it for money, okay? She was making good money. She's living in a $600,000 home. Her husband is an attorney. And she had a very successful real estate business.
Man, this story is spicy, man. It really is. So she getting paid $600 to go hooking on the night. Her husband knows about it, okay?
Yeah.
Now, she says he objected. We don't know if that's true or not true, but he doesn't stop her from doing it. And even though, like you said, they live in a $600,000 house, they got a realty business, they don't need it all. She had endorsements, she'd done Nike ads, she's still an inspirational speaker,
yeah.
And she's all buttoned up, and you know, she's giving the speeches, and then I did this, and I did that, and then at night she goes to the hotel room and $600.
She's doing motivational speeches, you know, talking to people about fitness, how you could live a healthy life, and then she's doing this on the side. To which I say, let her go.
Oh,
100%. I'm kind of amazed that this is even something that's making headlines. I'm defending her 100%. I know that prostitution is illegal in this country, but just like with this war on drugs, I think we should just stop with the insanity, allow it to happen, regulate it, so women who do decide to participate in prostitution can do so in a safe environment.
You know, look, not only do I agree with you 100%, I'd go further, but of course the companies are never going to listen to me. So here's how I break it down. First of all, prostitution is legal in Nevada, but not in Las Vegas, so you understand that. Second of all, this is the perfect example of why prostitution should be legal, because in other instances you're worried, were they coerced, did they come from a different country, because there's all the sex trade, etc. In her case, it was obviously 1,000,000% voluntary. She didn't even need the money. It wasn't even like economic coercion or anything like that. She did it for the fun. So she's having fun and making money. Obviously the Johns had a lot of fun and they didn't mind giving the money. Yeah. What in the world are we doing in their business? That is big government in the worst kind of way. Get out of her bedroom. Get out of her. All right. Anyway.
Calm down. Two things that I found really fascinating. They would never refer to the guys as Johns, okay? Hamilton continued to call them hobbyists. Like, they're just, this is their hobby. Yeah, this is what they do. Yeah. Well, and she says, look, it's consensual, we were all having fun. But what I didn't like is how apologetic she was when she was approached by the reporter. In fact, this is the quote that she gave to the Smoking Gun reporter. I take full responsibility for my mistakes. I'm not the victim, and I'm not going that route. I'm owning up to what I did. I would not blame anyone except myself. Everyone in this world makes mistakes. I made a huge mistake. Huge. No, you didn't. You are a grown adult. I know it's illegal. Again, that's the caveat, right? But
no, I know, but that's, you know, look, it is a mistake for her financially, societally, etc. That's why I'm saying I would go further than you. Because if she still had any endorsement deals, which I know she had an endorsement deal with Nike earlier. I doubt she does now. But if she does, they're going to take it away from her, and they shouldn't. I mean, like, it's only immoral if her husband, was going to break up their marriage, whatever. If that's between them, right? But Nike, everybody, doesn't matter who it is. They're like, oh, hell no. She might lose her motivational speaking engagements. Me, I'd be 10 times more likely to show up to that speech. I mean, that speech would be growing on me. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, I think it's fascinating. She now has a really interesting story to tell. I mean, my guess is she's not going to tell that part of the story. But they shouldn't take away the endorsements. She should not have to suffer for this at all. It's a choice made between adults.
Yep.
But we're so puritanical, like, oh my God, there was sex involved. And look at, I don't want to bring guns back into it. Let's just talk about violence, okay? Overall, without getting into any political issues, right? We don't this is what we flip out over, but I can't do it without talking about guns. But you can have guns everywhere, and that's totally fine, right? And sometimes the gun goes off and kills someone accidentally. Sometimes it's done on purpose. But nobody's got not nobody has any problems with it, but we tolerate it. We got 89 guns for every 100 people in the country. But my God, you had consensual sex in a way that, I think my God didn't agree with 2,000 years ago. Oh, forget, which by the way, that isn't even true in the Bible. There's escorts and hookers all over the place. Read the Bible.
In fact, not only was it consensual, guys would go online and write reviews about her, and she was one of the highest rated escorts in Las Vegas. In fact, let me read you one of the online client reviews, okay? She is worth every penny. I will go bankrupt before I stop seeing her. I hope no one else goes to see her because I want her all to myself. I never thought I would find anyone in this hobby like her.
I love the way they call it a hobby. And the mistake she made was that she told her hobbyists that who she was, and she's like, I didn't think they'd talk about it. Look, I mean, they're probably not going to brag to their wife about it, right? But like, if they have a friend who they believe also sees hookers, they're going to be like, you're not going to believe who I had a hobby with.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And they're going to Google her, and they're going to look her up, and then they're going to send emails with a picture of their friends, and of course, somebody found out about it, and they busted her. And again, they busted her for what? Get out of her business.